Alright guys, so I'm taking you all along with me today as I run my errands. Um, I have about 4 stops to make. I'm really out today for my babies, my 3 fur babies and Desmond. So I am going to be bringing you guys along with me. So today we are at our first stop so far, which is the vape store. I originally was going to get gas first, but the gas pump was pretty full and I won't finna wait. So hopefully I'll be able to get that before I go home. So yeah, here we go. Excuse my dirty car, but this is the vape juice I decided on. It is pink lemonade flavor. It came in a pretty big bottle, so that should last for a little while. And here I'm just showing you guys what that packaging looks like. Alright, so now that I have my vape juice, one stop is down. Now it's time for the next stop, which is Petco. Um, the vape store is literally in one shopping center, and Petco is across the street in a different shopping center. So they're like 2 minutes apart, not far a drive at all. So let's go. Alright, so my first stop in Petco is going to be to get Diamond some treats. I need these treats more than her. This is the only way she'll listen and do what I tell her to do. I have to bribe her. I'm the only person in my household that has to bribe her. She seems to really favor men and she listens to men with no problem. But when it comes to me, I have to have a treat in my hand. She looks for it. I think I started something with her and she just looks for it. She expects a treat from me. So I'm looking for the ones that she really likes, which are apple. And they didn't have it anymore. I guess they stopped selling it. I'm not sure. But she can't do peanut butter. It makes her sneeze and she gets real itchy. All right, so I am still searching for things for Diamond. My babies are spoiled, all three of them. Um, she eats dry food. She's a very picky eater. She doesn't eat any more dry food. Petco has perks, which if I buy enough bags of dry food, I get one free. And I usually get her bags when they're free because her food is more expensive. Um, she doesn't really care for it, I would say. She's It's a limited ingredient food. We've changed her food so many times because she just won't eat it. So I resorted to getting these pour overs. They're you simply just pour it over the dry food and I just mix it together and she loves it. She absolutely loves it. And that's the only way she'll really eat her food. I don't pour a lot. I just pour a little bit and then, like I said, mix it together. I am looking into starting to make her dog food. I just have to do a little bit more research on that, make sure she's getting everything she needs from the food that I will be making. So that will be coming soon. Um, and I'm just making my way on to the pet section. Not the pet section, I'm sorry. The cat section where I'm getting my cats their food. They were eating dry food. I stopped that and they're now eating soft food. I really wasn't buying soft food because Prince, my boy cat, didn't really care for it, but Duchess did. So when I started feeding it to Duchess, he would eat her food. So now he wants wet food. So I buy them both wet food, um, and they love it. Duchess has some things going on with her mouth and her teeth. So instead of her trying to chew the hard food, I just get her the soft food. But since Prince is eating it now too, I get it for both of them. So I'm going to grab these big box of them. It's 36 in here. So that should last a little bit. All right, so now I'm making my way back to the gas pump to see if it's still full and can I get to a pump. It was just super full earlier today. So I'm going to pump my gas, prepare myself for my upcoming work week. I travel 2 hours a day to get to and from work. I travel an hour there and an hour back. So I like to make sure I have my gas beforehand because when I get off work, I don't feel like stopping. And I definitely don't feel like stopping before I go in. So that is what I am doing now, getting ready to pump gas, and then I'll be heading to my mother's. All right, so I have pumped my gas. I am now on my way to my mother's. She made some extra food. Usually, when she makes too much food for her household, she gives it to me for my household. She knows nothing is going to waste over there. So, we are about to pull into her road. Um, I'm not going to record while I'm inside because she's not too crazy about being on camera. So I'm going to grab this food, chit chat with her for a little bit, and then I'll be heading home. So I will see you guys soon. Okay, guys, so I had to come back and show you guys Ollie. So this is my mom's cat, Ollie. He's the most sometimey cat I've ever seen in my life. Some days he loves me, other days he does not. Sometimes he just wants me to just rub on him and love on him, and then other days he is like, get away from me. I always put my hand out for him to sniff me before I touch him, but sometimes that doesn't work because I get a swat or something. But I am a cat person. I love cats, so I don't care how many times he swats at me or bites me. I'm gonna still love on him. So these are my plants. I've had these for about 3 months now. I got them in June, and they did not look like this. They have grown a lot, especially this one. They also have little blooms coming on where extra leaves are growing. This one has gotten much taller in the past 3 months. This one right here, I don't know what was going on with this one when I got it. It had a bunch of these spots all over the leaves and things. I see that now they're actually gone for the most part. Here's another one, and then this one right here. You can see on the inside there are actually leaves growing on the inside. Excuse the dog hair. The dog hair is part of the decor. This one is also one I got back in June, and over here you can see that there's a little baby growing right here, and then another one is growing on this side. So eventually I'm gonna have to take this out of this small pot and put into a bigger one. And this bad boy right here did not look like this 3 months ago. It has definitely grown a lot. It was hanging over the window. If you see this black thing right here, I did have it hanging over the window, but it was just going crazy. So I went to Lowe's and got a wider pot for it, put it right here, and I actually got this stand as well. This little baby right here I just got yesterday, so we're gonna see how this goes. And these two was in Food Lion yesterday. I actually saw these two, so I decided to get them. Yeah. So now we are about to water these babies, because it's been about a week I haven't given them water. Usually I'll stick my finger inside the soil, and if it feels dry is when I water them, and they're feeling kind of dry now, so let's get to watering them. Alright guys, so here I am about to start watering my babies. Pretty much just showing you guys the plants again individually. I did insert a couple of pictures to show you guys what they looked like 3 months ago compared to what they're looking like now. I've never been the plant flower type person. I can never keep them alive, so I'm very excited to see them flourishing and growing and the green and not brown, because usually they start turning brown and they die on me. So I'm really excited about that. So I am watering them. Desmond is helping me. He's handing me the plants since there's so many of them. I did want greenery in my home. I have a little greenery, but they're fake, and I said I want to try the real deal and see if I can get these things to stay alive. My mother is awesome at gardening and everything, and she's been helping me out a lot. So, big shout out to her for helping me keep my plants green. But we have a lot of updates that we are doing right now. The plants are sitting on racks, and I put them in front of like windows and things to so they can get sunlight. But with our updates and stuff we're doing, we actually have spots for them to go in. So that will be coming soon as well. They will not be staying on the racks. Some of them will, but not all of them. I do want them throughout the home and not just in one spot. But yeah, so I am watering them. I'm giving them a little bit of plant food, and then they will be going back on the racks. The first plant I was watering, that one stays on the island. I like it there, so I just keep that one up there. The rest of them are on racks and everything. And then this particular plant, when I read about it, it just says like it's dangerous for animals to consume it. Diamond is one of those dogs that she puts everything in her mouth. She will bite everything. She does not care, and she does not chew it. She instantly goes to swallow whatever's in her mouth. So I keep this one on the island. So it is time for me to show my fur baby some love. I'm giving you guys a quick little glance of their room. Um, they did have a couch in this room right here in this area that I'm showing. I took the couch out and I'm trying to update their room. This is one of the updates that we are working on within our home. I have plenty of other things I want to put in this room for them, but this is just a start. Their beds, a couple of climbing trees, and I definitely wanted something in front of the window. They both love to look out the window. This brown cat tree right here, I am definitely trying to get rid of that. They have tore it up. But Duchess absolutely loves that cat tree. She loves to lay in it. She loves to be on it. She loves it. So I have to catch it one time when she is not in it to get rid of it. But this is their room. They do have their own room. I actually have had the cats for a while. I got them in 2017. Prince, which is the black cat, he's my boy. He was 3 months old in 2017, and Duchess was 6 months old when I got her in 2017. Duchess will be 7 in October, and Prince will be 7 in January. They are used to it just being me and them, but there's been plenty of changes, and when I have them out in the common area of the house, they do not like it. They are terrified, they're scared, and I understand why. Diamond is wild, and then they don't really care for Desmond too much. Um, it's just too much activity for them, and I want them to be comfortable, and they both seem to be very comfortable in their own space, so I'm letting them have their own space. But Princey is he's very possessive. He's very jealous. He does not like to share me. I have to show him all the attention. He tries to hog attention from Duchess, but Duchess just sits and waits her turn to be rubbed and loved on. Um, but these are my babies. Uh, yeah, and they are my two picky ones. Well, they're the most picky, I think, between all three. All right, guys. So, excuse me for this video being all over the place, but I wanted to put this clip in here because this is Desmond recording me and my trials and tribulations with Diamond. Um, I did insert a picture of Diamond when we first got her. She was 2 months old. Um, but now in this clip is actually the end of the night and everyone is about to go to sleep. Diamond has to go into her cage. When everyone goes to bed. Like I said, she likes to pick up everything, eat everything, swallow everything. It just makes me nervous for her to be running around without supervision. So before we go to bed, we take her out one last time for her to pee. That's usually all she has to do is just pee. So this is me trying to get her outside for one, and then this is where the treats come in handy because when she comes back in, um, I have to bribe her with a treat for her to go into her cage. She does not like it. I always rub her down and love on her before I put her in her cage. This particular day, she gave me a little more trouble than normal because Desmond was standing there. And like I said before, she favors men. So she wasn't even thinking about me. She wanted him. And he's just laughing. He thinks it's so funny. But yeah, this is Diamond. And like I said, when we first got her, she was 2 months old. Um, and yeah, she was a baby and she had been through some things. I got all my pets from the shelter. I usually go to the shelter to get them. I actually got Diamond from a different shelter than where I got the cats from. But they had did surgery on her like right before I picked her up the same day. Like literally she was just getting out of surgery when I went to get her. Um, which I thought 2 months was too young for them to spay her, but apparently not. But they gave me some kind of liquid or something that they sent home with her and told me to put it up there on the cut like two times a day or something like that. So I was doing that and she absolutely hated it. She did not like it at all. She was giving me a hard time. I get them well they all have vets. And I take them shortly after getting them from the shelter. I'll take them to the vet to make sure they're good and healthy and all that kind of stuff. And I literally, the vet was just like completely disgusted. I can't remember what the shelter gave me, but they were completely disgusted at the fact that they gave me that. They told me that I was making it worse and that it could possibly get infected because of the stuff I was putting on it. So she went through a few things um, early on. She There is something going on with her legs. She was the runt of the litter, and there is something going on with one of her front legs. It just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem right to me. Her vet says as long as it's not giving her any problems or anything, she's fine. And as you can see, she runs around, plays, she's fine. But she has a bed that sits in the living room, and she absolutely loves that bed. And usually she'll put all her toys in that bed, so she'll run straight to that bed and play with her toys. But she's just a ball of energy 24/7. Like nothing stops her. All right, so before we took Diamond out for the last time of the evening, we actually sat down and ate dinner. Dinner was just warm up from leftovers the night before, which I made homemade mashed potatoes, kale mushrooms with onions, black beans, and I also baked chicken, but I warmed that up in the air fryer. So I'm pretty much just warming everything up, and then we're gonna sit down and eat. I don't know what I would do without Desmond because while we were eating, he completely reminded me that I did not take a picture or do a video of the final plate. So he did that for me because I completely forgot. But yeah, this was our dinner for the night. All right, guys, so that concludes my video. I hope you all enjoyed. I am now about to get ready for bed and get ready to start my work week. I'll see you guys in the next one.